that's okay, because then you wipe, but you do not repalpitate that site. So once you clean that site, it's ready. Our 21 gauge butterfly. So once that's done, your hub, of course, goes on the bottom of the actual, the butterfly goes into the bottom of the actual hub. And of course you guys know that that screws in. Once you have it in, your butterfly is now ready for a stick. So now in for the stick. Sometimes you can have your patient just lift their arm, and there are arms that you actually put under the patient. I don't have that. However, I will get one and show you guys in the future. But we are going to go ahead with our stick here. And you remove your little cap, find your site, you go in, bam. Order of draw, red, and you've got your flow, gold, and did you see how quickly it flowed? Right in the vein. Green and lavender. So with the butterfly, you know, it doesn't matter which hand you use, you've got that leverage to go from your left to your right, etc., etc. I'm on that last tube. I can release my tourniquet. Actually, I could have released it sooner because the flow was so well. I'm going to invert all of my tubes, which I should have been doing as they were coming out of the holder. But to tell you guys properly, of course, each tube that you remove, you invert it. So make sure you invert all of your tubes. Now that we're done, of course, the butterfly has a device on it that you press to actually retract the needle. So you cover your site, you retract your needle by, I'm gonna try to zoom in here so you guys can kind of get a sense of this little device. It's really small, it doesn't like protrude out or anything, but you press it while you're holding a gauze over the actual site. You don't have to actually press down on the site, but just put it there, and then when you release, you hear that click. That means there should not be a needle there when you pull that butterfly out of the vein, and there isn't, because it's a retractable device for safety. Now you guys notice I didn't use my wings that much. It's just habit for me. It's by choice if you want to use them or not. For me, it's just easy. I use one side of the wing. I don't use them both, but for me it's easy. It may be easier for you to use both. But after that, you can ask the patient, would you please hold some pressure there while you discard your, he's going to be Scooby-Doo today. We have a Scooby-Doo Band-Aid. And patients, they don't mind holding the site because I tend to put too much pressure on the site. So sometimes I'll say, you hold that, because when I press down, people say I press too hard. And you can say, I got it. At this point, a little more pressure if you like, which I like to do just to ensure that, yes, it has stopped. If you guys have any questions,